This video is brought to you by Cool Green Clothing. Cool Green Clothing is a Baltimore-based clothing line that started back in 2018 and has been growing strong ever since. Make sure you follow Cool Green Clothing on Facebook and IG at Cool Green Clothing, and check out their website, coolgreenclothing.com, where you can find the latest cool green fashions and hats, women's apparel, and the latest men's collection. Remember, if you ain't coolin' and getting the green, you're in the way.
What's up, kings and queens? It's your girl, Charlotte Moore. As always, we give thanks for another day, you dig? So as the CEO and founder of Motivational More, we take pride in working with incredible creative entrepreneurs. And today, we are shooting a campaign for Cool Green Clothing, founded by the one and only AC Green. So the vibrational energy of this line is all about street vibes, a growth mindset, hustle. So today, we are highlighting this, guys, the Baltimore Cool Green Snapback. How cute is this? Look at this. So we're going to have so much fun on the shoot. And I'm telling you, follow Cool Green Clothing. It's so important for us to support our entrepreneurs. There's so much talent in Baltimore. And as a creative entrepreneur myself, I know how hard it is. And I love to see just people going out there and going for their dreams. So let's get it.
What's going on, YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2Times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Be sure to smash that like button. Definitely watch the video to the end. Before I start this video, I just want to say I'm not saying any of these situations are connected. Just pointing out the never-ending cycle in the streets. Also, how much is taken from families in the mix. In the streets, we all know it's a different set of rules in which everyone involved must play by. But when you are dealing with people, things get twisted. Like a person saying someone is telling with no paperwork, that can start a whole situation that can go bad, and it might not even be the truth. I think we focus so much on the code, we forget in the streets, it's scammers, robbers, and hitters. It's no honor. A person will throw salt on your name just to get you out the way. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we will be doing something a little different, discussing 3 different cases that affected the same families involved. We all know the classic Baltimore DVD, Stop Snitching, and Skinny Suge, who kept the message simple. If you are in the streets and get jammed up, don't say nothing. But Suge would eventually get caught up in the indictment and get 19 years in federal prison. And as Suge was gone, the streets remained the streets. Unfortunately, one of Suge's sons, Najee Thomas, would lose his life in his South Baltimore home of Cherry Hill. At just 14 years old, allegedly when his mother left the home, she told Najee she was going to visit a friend. The young man asked could he go, but had to stay home to get ready for an early morning doctor's appointment. When his mother left, he was on the couch watching TV. About an hour later, she returned and noticed the top lock locked and Najee not responding, in which she used her key to get in and found her room a mess with her 14-year-old son hit and gone. The community and Najee's mother was in complete shock, as it wasn't a motive because he was a good kid. The case would go unsolved. And some months later, Suge's other son, Ronnie Thomas Jr., was at a cookout on Bel Air Road and Sinclair Lane when shots went off, leaving 2 men gone, one being Ronnie. At this point, Skinny Suge had lost 2 sons in just 13 months while in prison. And the streets was talking, but Ronnie Jr.'s grandmother told News he was shot previously and was worried he was labeled a snitch because the dude was arrested. But Ronnie had been locked up for almost a year on an attempted hit himself, in which he later beat and was released. But months later, unfortunately, he lost his life. Then shortly after, a young man named Keon Jackson was allegedly drove to a construction site where Nathaniel Willer was hit multiple times and left gone at the scene. The suspect jumped into a getaway car and fled off, but a nearby police heard shots nearby and saw a vehicle driving fast and gave chase. When allegedly Keon got out and tried to run, but was caught. According to sources, the victim of the shooting was the brother of Carlos Willer, who had just been sentenced for the attempted hit on Ronnie Thomas Jr. After the conviction of Carlos, Ronnie Jr. was hit 3 days after on Bel Air Road, in which allegedly prosecutors tried to claim the hit of Nathaniel Willer was in retaliation for Ronnie. Keon would be found guilty of the hit and be sentenced to life plus 20 years in prison. I'm sure it's a lot more to this as the street wars go on for decades and retaliation is a must. But I just wanted to show how 4 lives could be gone in little over a year in the streets. It's a never ending cycle, and even when you think you're winning, it always come back around full circle. I'm not sure if we will ever realize, maybe in the next lifetime, but when it's all said and done, we taking each other at a crazy rate. And half the time, the beef don't really be about nothing. If we break the cycle, the police and prisons will be lost. But it's sad to say, it's so deeply embedded in us. It's too deep, but hey, that's just the Baltimore way. Man, crazy story, you feel me? This caught my attention, you know what I mean? I was sent an article not too long ago about Skinny Suge, you know, youngest son, you feel me, the 14-year-old Najee, and I felt as though that was messed up. Now, I don't know if all these situations connected. Like I said, they could be random situations, you feel me? Then I also was sent the article about his other son that was hit on Bel Air Road. I think he was 22 years old. But you know, it's a lot that be going on, man. And you know, Suge got jammed up himself. He got 19 years in prison. I can only imagine being locked up and losing, you feel me, 2 of your sons and not knowing what the situation is. Now they saying, you feel me, his older son, they saying that was connected to something that he had going on himself in the streets. You know, he was 22, so he was grown. So, you feel me, I'm not sure what his lifestyle was, man, but it's still a sad and unfortunate situation. Like I said, it's 4 lives gone, you feel me? Carlos' brother got hit. Nathaniel Willer, he got hit. You feel me? Shorty who hit him, allegedly, he got life in prison, you feel me? Then Najee, Shorty lost his life at 14 years old, had his whole life ahead you feel me? Then Ronnie Jr., he lost his life. And this, like a little bit over a year, like 14, 15 months, you know what I mean? And this affect similar families or the same families, and it's like that. So imagine if this going on in one family where this many people lost their lives, just think about all the other families throughout the city, you feel me? It's a never ending cycle. It's crazy, it be like that, man, and people feel like it's normal, but it really ain't normal. We just make it normal, you feel me? But y'all already know, man. It's your boy Tony 2 Times Crazy, you feel me? It's another episode of the Baltimore Way. Y'all know, be sure to smash that like button if you made it to the end. I definitely appreciate you. You know what I mean? Leave your comments, let me know what y'all think about this situation. You feel me? Be sure to follow me on Instagram at _Tony 2 Times. Love, fam. Out.